he is on, there's no one better.
I think his skating's beautiful. He's such a natural skater.
I'm Johnny Weir, and I walk on water. Well, frozen water, in a rhinestone sparkly onesie. I guess you could say I'm a risk taker. I need a vodka bottle with this outfit.
You do.
I was about 2 seconds away from flipping someone the bird. When I go, whoop.
He's crazy, man. He goes out there and says what he's thinking before he even thinks about it.
I love you, bitches. But I don't care. I'm not changing who I am for anyone.
Fantastic!
I've been skating since I was 12. They say I'm a natural.
Johnny Weir has just won the national championship.
One of the best performances I've ever seen.
Johnny Weir's your champ for the third time.
As you can see, I was on top of my game until last year. Last year, everything changed. I lost the US figure skating title I'd won for 3 years to my arch rival, Evan Lysychak. Some people said my career was over.
Johnny Weir is really at a crossroads.
Well, guess what? There are 2 years until the 2010 Olympics, and I will come back. I have to. At 25 years old, it will be my last chance to qualify. It gives me some fire to know that there are so many people out there waiting for me to come back and shove it down everyone's throat. And I've got a secret weapon. My new coach, Galina. I've been skating well this year, but coming up is the biggest competition of the season, the World Championships in Sweden. And I want a medal.
He's kind of one of those skaters that skates like a world champion, carries himself like a world champion, just doesn't have a world medal.
Johnny, you understand where his mistake or not?
Galina taught at the highest level of the Soviet sports machine, so she's a very bossy, controlling coach.
Так, you can repeat lots again, my friend.
Galina's had 2 Olympic champions, Oksana Bayul and Viktor Petrenko, and he's also on my coaching team.
The Soviet style of coaching is 150% control. There's no doubt she wants to control everything he does.
Yes.
On the ice, off the ice, every aspect of his existence.
Соберись, попробуй сделать, ладно?
It was Galina's decision to add the quad into the program. A quad jump is a jump that rotates 4 times in the air. Only a handful of men in the world can actually complete a quadruple jump in a competition. I hate the quad because it's been something that's so difficult for me.
Заставлю сделать то, что ему поможет дальше реализовать себя и занять то место, на которое он и имеет право.
Galina wants Johnny to be a champion, and that's her only goal.
Adding the quad to a program gives you more points in this judging system, but I've had a lot of injuries from practicing the quad, stress fracture, broken thumbs, broken bones everywhere in my body. I would rather just skate clean and win a competition by everything else that I do well, not stress myself out with quad.
Johnny, more straight leg, more aggressive leg for left.
But if Galina thinks that I should do a quad, then I will, because I believe she can take me to the top step of the podium.
Молодец. Хорошо.
Just because I'm an athlete and I'm sweating all the time and working hard and screaming and crying and stuff on the ice, I still take a pride in the way I look. I heard that Evan is pulling out of Worlds. I'm not exactly sure why. I heard it was some kind of an injury. Evan was always very talented, but until maybe 2005, I was at a higher level than him. It's horrible to say, but it's a good opportunity for me to do better and not have any of my shine taken away by another American athlete. I'm off to Sweden tomorrow. Packing can be such a bitch. I wish I could hire someone to come pack me. I'm Paris. I just found out I'm pregnant, and I'm Johnny's best friend. I've been best friends with Paris for 5 years, and we've been roommates for a year. I've never seen so many points. And I have no casual shoes in yet either. Earlier this year, he asked, if he could be my roommate. I said if he really wants to live together, he'll take care of a house like a grown-up. It sounds so boring, doesn't it? Paris may not be the best roommate in the world, but he's definitely my best friend, and outside of skating, I don't have that much else.
He's training hard every day, and he's exhausted, but it's fine. It's part of the game.
Leaving town's a lot easier knowing that when I come home, there will be someone there that understands me and what I'm going through.
It's not gonna work.
It will work. Told you. We were in Gothenburg, Sweden for the World Championships. I got put in a room exactly next to Galina. So any phone call I get, she can hear when the phone rings, or when I flush the toilet, she can hear, because she's right next door, so that's a little bit stressful. Sometimes, I just want to get away from her.
There are times she's too hard on him, in my opinion. And as a mom, your first reaction is to protect. But as long as we get results, I have to learn to curb that, because in the end, Galina is supreme, and she does win.
Everything right.
My mom, Patty, and my aunt, Diane, are my bodyguards at all my competitions. Patty and Diane are usually like a good buffer for me with Galina, because I can just say I'm going to their room.
Are you in a bad mood?
I want to go home.
Why? Can we skate first?
Yeah.
Here, okay.
I'm just ready to get away from Battle Axe. I feel the pressure getting to me to be perfect. It's my image, it's Galina's image, I suppose, a little bit. I need to show up and skate well and do a good job. It's the morning of the competition, and Galina brought 7 or 8 full-grown pomegranates from New Jersey, so she could make me fresh pomegranate juice.
In Russia, it's very, very popular fruit because it's very healthy.
Yes, today I make it Johnny special juice, very special Viagra, make it very strong for men, and he will skate.
Medical gloves. Okay, it's very easy.
Galina is a grandmother and a mother and a very loving woman. So when you have Galina as your coach, you have to be prepared for both sides of the spectrum. One is the very hard coach, and the other is this amazing woman that would give you the coat off of her back if you needed it.
He will be drink before competition. Good morning.
Hi. I just woke up. I'll shower
Okay,
and I'll call you.
how long time is this? 30 minutes enough for you?
No, like 40.
40. Okay. Tell hi for everybody.
Спасибо.
Now, how about America's last hope for a medal?
Johnny Weir, hopefully he lands that one clean quad today and he has a shot at the world title.
I want them to know, first of all, that their skin is beautiful.
Today I'm competing against 45 of the best skaters from around the world in the first half of the men's competition. Every skating event is broken into 2 parts, a short program and a long program. Your scores are a combination of how well you do in each. So if you don't do well in the first, you need to bust your ass and do well in the second.
I just want a medal. Doesn't matter to me what color. I'd love for him to win it. Just like
Representing the United States, Johnny Weir.
Sometimes when you're on the ice, you completely lose yourself. And it's like magic. So I'm in second place after the short program. That's not too bad.
So you must feel good.
I feel very good. I think I've done everything that I can this season to have good performances, and I've been working so hard.
I'm so happy. I am so happy.
Of course, I saw where we needed more work. Okay. For this time, for this moment, I'm very happy.
I'm hoping that tomorrow I can show everything that I need to that's strong.
How about America's last hope for a medal, Johnny Weir?
Well, I think this is his golden opportunity. Johnny Weir was awesome in the short program, and his long program has a quad, which he's won a day for, so hopefully he lands that one clean quad today and he wins a gold medal. He's not double billed here with Evan Lysacek, so he should walk through the door. The bottom line, Johnny Weir has a shot at the world title.
Here's Johnny.
You can win with a quad and you can win without a quad. But it's better to have a quad so that you are sure that you will win.
He have everything to be champion. I believe it 100%.
This week it's been difficult for him to do a 1-foot quad toe. He opens with it here.
Wow, a little bit of a double foot, but at least he did.
This is a different Johnny Weir.
I landed my quad, but it wasn't perfect, and it cost me points.
Well, what do you think?
I think it was very fragile. Of course, I wish some of the jump landings could have been stronger, but I'm very proud that I fought until the very end of that performance, and I didn't let any jumps go. I stood up and I kept on fighting. For the time being, I'm in first place, but I have to wait for all the other skaters to finish to see if I can hold on to a top 3 position and win a medal.
I was very focused on my job, and the beginning was great.
I just went out there knowing that I was well trained and ready to go.
One more good performance, and there will be no medal for me. Sorry.
No, you're right.
Let's keep looking. I got a medal.
You did? Did you?
Yeah. My first world medal. A huge amount of pride for myself and for my coaches and everything that we've gone through together this year, and I'm glad that I can bring back the only medal from this World Championships for the US. It means a lot to finally be considered among the top 3 in the entire world, but as a competitor you should always want to be first.
There's always room for improvement. He just has to keep pushing himself. The motivation for him should be getting to the podium at the Olympics.
I'm very happy because for Johnny it's just first little step. He have everything needed for high-level figure skating. I hope next year will be better. I hope that.
Now that World is officially over, the off-season begins, and I finally get a break from Galina. I can do what I want, when I want. Could I have the single scoop? During the season, I really watch what I eat, but right now, I'm treating myself.
He usually puts on probably 10 to 15 pounds in the off-season.
I'm still skinnier than you. Well, good job, bitch. I try to enjoy it while I can, because in a month, I'll be back on the ice. I've been competing against Evan for a really long time.
He's aggressive.
Evan has said some things about Johnny. Johnny said some things about Evan.
My body isn't in the best shape. I'm about 8 or 9 pounds over what I should be. Just hopefully I can fit into it. I'm so fat. Winning the bronze in Sweden was great, But now my focus is on the new season, and Galina is pushing me hard. The first competition is 3 months away. It'll be my first chance to compete against Evan, my longtime rival, since he dropped out of Worlds. I've been competing against Evan for a really long time, and no matter what, we'll always be compared and contrasted.
Evan is strong and he's aggressive in his skating, and lately he improved so much.
They're totally different skaters. Evan is an athlete, I think more than an artist, and Johnny's an artist more than an athlete.
I mean, I started calling him the Swan because he wore that funny swan outfit, and then he started calling me a mongoose, which I don't even know what that is.
I'm definitely not on his team. I didn't need Evan Lysacek before to be good at figure skating and to have good results, and I don't need him now.
You know, Evan has said some things about Johnny. Johnny said some things about Evan. They're two competitors. I don't expect them to be having lunch together.
Evan isn't the only one I'll have to worry about. There will be a whole new group of younger and fitter skaters from all over the world vying for the top spot. My body isn't in the best shape right now. I've had a problem with the bottom of my landing foot, my left foot. I have a touch of bursitis in one of the sesamoids, which is basically just fluid around it. This is where I land. So every single jump, it's like landing on, like if you had a rock in your skate. I'm 24, and in the skating world, that's ancient. You have more injuries, you're not in your best shape, and it's harder for you to learn new things. I won't get another shot at the Olympics after 2010. I'll be too old.
You okay?
Getting back in shape after the off-season is very difficult. It's miserable sometimes. And when you have your coach looking at you and saying, you need to lose this and this pounds, it's tough.
Right now, I'm about 8 or 9 pounds over what I should be for this time of year. It's a lot harder to skate with 2 extra pounds on you. So when you have 8 extra pounds, it's like it's a big deal. Like it's like if I'd be wearing a backpack and skating.
Tight, don't tight, doesn't matter. Need that skate.
Oh, Mama.
What's wrong, honey?
Oh, I'm tired. My ankle hurts and I'm fat.
How is the choreography going?
It's going to be a really cool program, I think. It's a kind of a play between Quasimodo and Esmeralda from Notre Dame de Paris.
Have you come up with a costume?
I'm changing it right now. I haven't shown it to Galina yet, so I'm just trying to perfect it to make it as easy as possible for her to actually approve what I'm doing. It's going to be black, and there's going to be a skirt and maybe a little bit of red.
A skirt?
Yeah, skirt. Just hopefully I can fit into it. I'm so fat. Здравствуйте. This is Vyacheslav Romanov reporting to you live from studio of Stephanie Hedler, costume diva of Johnny Weir. How long have you made costumes for Johnny?
I met him when he was 13, so that's about 12 years now.
How is Johnny to work with?
He's always fun to work with. Occasionally, I'm not quite on the same page, and it takes me a while to sort of get with the program.
What about your hopes and dream for Johnny?
I want him to win all kinds of medals and make wads of money and have a great life.
Thank you. He's much better.
Yeah.
Galina is happy to let me design my costumes, but she never gives up control that easily. She always has an opinion, a very strong one.
I think so needed painting like gray, little bit more softer gray. Like 1, 2, 3. Кровь стекает, like blood.
Yeah. There are occasional times when I disagree with Galina, but I have to go along with it.
This is woman's skirt.
Okay.
This like because it's too soft form. We need it more like your fabric broken, like it's old.
Yes. Someone has to be in charge of the presentation and the total package, and she is who that is.
Should we write everything down so she doesn't scream on Wednesday? If there's something missing?
Yeah.
Somehow it's October already and it's time for my first event of the season. I'm leaving for Skate America in a few days, so I'm heading to my second practice for today. Galina and Nina have been fighting a little bit. At the end of the day, Nina is Galina's daughter. So it's very difficult when they have issues amongst each other because I want everyone to be on the same page and I want everyone pushing me in the same direction.
See, to me, it doesn't show me that you are a Quasimodo, because it just goes from here to here because of the back.
Джонни, сделай, как ты вот чувствуешь это. Хорошо? Сделай, как ты чувствуешь. Ну, чтобы вот мне нравилось, как ты более по-мужски ты выходила, такое конкретное. Ты же Quasimodo, не лепить.
Working with Victor and Galina are both good and bad because they're my family. The most difficult part is Galina is very strong, like she cuts you like a knife.
When we're creating something or trying to do something, like all Nina has to do is hit one bad position and then Galina will kind of shut down.
Мам, ты говоришь, подумай, я даю движение на музыку, то, что говорит о рассказе, ты говоришь нет, 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 нет.
To work with my wife and with my mother-in-law. When we have an argument, so I think it's harder because it's my continue when you go home. That's the hard part about it.
И поэтому я отхожу в сторону, потому что мне нужно поругаться с тобой, чтобы доказать тебе, что я права. А я не хочу ругаться. Я отошла и села. Тебе не нравится то, что я делаю. Значит, я отошла в сторону.
Sometimes I cry, sometimes I just step back and try to understand.
It's really difficult when people in your inner circle argue because everyone needs to be shooting forward to the same goal.
I don't think I will come tomorrow.
Skate America is so important because it's the first big event of the season. Right now I'm the top American skater with the world standings and the rankings, and of course I think I'm the best American skater. But I'm competing against one of my biggest rivals there, Evan Lysacek, so it's very important that I do well. I'm ready to kick some ass. Welcome to another exciting edition of Grand Prix Fever. It's very early for me. Usually I don't compete until November, but I'm excited to be here. After the short program, I'm in second, right behind Evan. And right behind me is a relatively young skater from Japan. I'm nervous about doing the quad this early in the season. If I miss it, I'm going to have to work extra hard to beat them both.
He represents the United States. Hearing Johnny Weir.
But here he is with that great rivalry with Evan Lysacek.
He's opening with a quad. He's never landed one completely. Cautious attempt.
Of course I wasn't thinking about what I was doing and I made a mistake on the jump. Just like a small step up, but still a mistake and it's points.
Everything counts in these performances, and the quad really cost him. He only got 1.4 points for that.
I did it. I beat Evan. But it doesn't matter. Takahika Kazuka, a young skater from Japan, just beat both of us. I thought either Evan or myself would win the title here at Skate America. But to lose to a relatively unknown Japanese skater, it's a real wake-up call for both of us. When I'm competing, I think about showing something gorgeous and having real emotion. I'm not thinking about points and math. And some people say that's my problem. I'm always going to be more of an artist than an athlete. That's been the biggest struggle. But with all the training I've been doing, I don't think I have to choose. I'm ready to show the world that I can be both. I absolutely hate every second that I spend on the ice right now. So I'm going to try not to cry, so I may try to keep it a little bit short today. I think it's ridiculous that I'm here. Some shit's going to go down. Why do I have to do everything? You have done nothing since I've been home except stand up and walk.
Да что ж ты такой? Зли, зле, 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 зле! О, мама!